The digital hum of our modern world can often drown out the deeper frequencies of life, lulling us into a false sense of perpetual ease. We scroll, we consume, we curate perfect images, desperately trying to construct a reality free from friction, devoid of discomfort. But what happens when the smooth facade cracks? What happens when the carefully constructed illusion shatters and the raw, unvarnished truth of existence crashes in? It's in those moments, those gut-wrenching, soul-testing periods, that the true measure of a human being is taken. This isn't a comfortable conversation, but it's an essential one. For the most profound truths are rarely found in the realm of convenience. We are sold a dream of effortless ascent, a life without struggle, a path paved only with victories. But look closer, beyond the surface gloss of contemporary success narratives, and you'll find a different story etched into the very bedrock of history. Every titan who ever reshaped the world, every visionary who pulled humanity forward, every individual who transcended the ordinary shared one undeniable commonality. They faced brutal, relentless, soul-crushing, tough times. And it was precisely within those crucible moments that their true power was forged. This is the uncomfortable yet liberating truth about adversity. It's not a punishment. It's an invitation. It's not a roadblock. It's the very forge of your destiny. Consider Abraham Lincoln, a man whose life was a ceaseless procession of personal tragedies and political defeats long before he became the leader who saved a nation. Business failures, the loss of loved ones, repeated electoral defeats. Each blow would have crushed a lesser spirit. Yet with every setback, he didn't just endure, he evolved. Each failure was a brutal lesson, etching lines of wisdom onto his character, hardening his resolve and deepening his understanding of human nature and governance. His resilience wasn't born from comfort. It was hammered into existence by relentless pressure. He faced the ultimate test of leadership during the Civil War, a period that threatened to tear the very fabric of the nation apart. It was his ability to stare into the abyss of national despair, to absorb immense personal and public suffering, and still rise each day with an unshakable resolve that defined him. Lincoln understood instinctively that tough times were not the end of the road, but rather the refining fire that separated the ephemeral from the eternal. His strength was not merely physical or intellectual. It was a profound mental fortitude, born from repeated encounters with the impossible and an unyielding commitment to a purpose far greater than himself. He emerged stronger, not in spite of the tough times, but because of them. This inherent power of adversity begins with a fundamental shift in mindset. For too long, we've been programmed to view challenges as interruptions, as inconveniences to be avoided at all costs. But what if we reframe them entirely? What if we began to see tough times not as obstacles blocking our path, but as essential training grounds, as laboratories for exponential growth? This isn't a call for manufactured suffering, but a profound recognition that when the storm hits, it strips away the superficial, revealing the true foundations of our character. It forces us to confront our weaknesses, discard outdated strategies, and discover reservoirs of strength we never knew we possessed. Imagine a blacksmith hammering raw iron. The blows are brutal, the heat intense, but it is through this very process that the metal is purified, strengthened, and shaped into something useful and enduring. Your tough times are the hammer, and your spirit is the iron. The choice is not whether the hammer falls, but how you allow yourself to be shaped by its blows. This mindset reorients your entire relationship with struggle, transforming fear into fascination and dread into determination. It allows you to approach every difficult situation, not with a sense of victimhood, but with the quiet power of a student ready to learn, a warrior ready to train, a creator ready to build. From this recalibrated mindset flows an unshakable belief. Not just belief in a positive outcome, but a deeper, more fundamental belief in your own capacity to overcome, to adapt, to innovate, regardless of the external circumstances. Tough times shatter complacency and expose the fragility of superficial certainties, but for those who embrace them as opportunities, they solidify an inner conviction that is immune to external pressures. Consider Thomas Edison, whose path to invention was paved with thousands of failures. Imagine the self-doubt, the financial strain, the public skepticism. Yet he famously declared, "I have not failed 10. 0 times I've successfully found 10. 0 ways that will not work." His belief wasn't in the immediate success of any single experiment, but in the ultimate triumph of his persistence, in his own capacity to learn and evolve from every setback. This wasn't blind optimism. It was a deeply ingrained conviction, forged in the fires of repeated trial and error. This belief isn't gifted. It's earned, one hard-won lesson at a time. It's the quiet knowing that you are capable of handling whatever life throws at you, not because you're invincible, but because you've proven to yourself through past battles that you possess an indomitable spirit. This belief becomes your internal compass, guiding you through the darkest storms, always pointing towards resilience and eventual victory. This unshakable belief in turn sharpens your clarity. When life is smooth, distractions abound. The noise of trivial pursuits, the allure of easy comforts, the endless possibilities of choice can often cloud our true direction. But when tough times hit, the extraneous falls away. The non-essential vanishes, and suddenly what truly matters stands in stark, undeniable relief. Priorities become crystal clear. True friends reveal themselves. Your core values emerge from the shadows. You gain an acute awareness of what you truly desire, what you are truly willing to fight for, and what needs to be shed. It's like navigating a dense fog. Only when the storm rolls in does the powerful beam of the lighthouse cut through, revealing the singular path to safety. Walt Disney faced numerous bankruptcies and rejections before he built an entertainment empire. Each struggle forced him to clarify his vision, to prune away what wasn't working, and to double down on his core belief in storytelling and magical experiences. His financial woes, far from derailing him, forced a ruthless clarity that ultimately defined his unparalleled success. This clarity, born of necessity, is a gift. It strips away illusions and focuses your energy with laser-like precision on the actions that will truly move you forward, freeing you from the debilitating paralysis of endless choices. This newfound clarity then fuels a compelling vision. It's one thing to have a dream when life is easy. It's an entirely different, more powerful thing to hold on to a vision, to refine it, to make it more potent when the world around you is collapsing. Tough times are the ultimate test of your vision's resilience. Do you abandon it at the first sign of trouble? Or does the pressure transform it into an unshakable conviction, a vivid blueprint for a better future? When you emerge from adversity, having faced the worst, your vision becomes imbued with a new depth, a new urgency, a new sense of possibility. You've seen the abyss, and you know what you're fighting for. Henry Ford's journey to revolutionize the automobile industry was fraught with financial struggles, patent disputes, and fierce competition. Many times, his vision of affordable transportation for the masses seemed impossible. Yet each challenge refined his methods, solidified his resolve, and made his ultimate vision clearer and more potent. He didn't just dream of cars. He envisioned an entirely new societal structure built around them. This vision, forged in the fires of adversity, was so compelling that it eventually reshaped an entire nation. Your vision, tested by fire, becomes less about what you hope for and more about what you know you must create. It becomes a magnetic force, pulling resources, opportunities, and the right people into your orbit, all aligned with bringing that hardened, refined vision to life. This compelling vision, forged in the crucible of adversity, naturally ignites an unshakable purpose. For many, purpose remains an abstract concept, something to be discovered through introspection or serendipitous encounters. But tough times are purpose accelerators. They strip away superficial desires, exposing the core values that truly drive you. When you've stared into the face of adversity and persevered, your purpose becomes more than just a goal. It becomes a sacred mission, an unwavering commitment to making a specific impact on the world. You're no longer merely living, you're living for something. And that something is often refined and deepened by the very struggles you've endured. Imagine a soldier on the battlefield. Their purpose shifts from personal survival to protecting their comrades, to defending their ideals. This profound sense of purpose, born from facing the worst, provides an inexhaustible wellspring of motivation, allowing you to endure hardship, make sacrifices, and persist where others crumble. It's the ultimate antidote to complacency, the fuel that burns brightest when the external world threatens to extinguish your light. Your purpose, tested by fire, becomes a part of your very DNA, an immutable force guiding every decision and every action. It connects you to something larger than yourself, transforming struggle into a profound journey of meaning and impact. This deep, refined sense of purpose naturally compels an extraordinary level of discipline. Not the forced, grudging discipline of obligation, but the inspired, self-driven discipline born from an unwavering commitment to your clarified purpose. When your why is strong enough and tough times reveal just how strong it needs to be, the how becomes manageable. Distractions lose their allure. Procrastination becomes intolerable. The daily grind transforms into a series of meaningful actions, each one a step closer to fulfilling your amplified purpose. Consider the relentless discipline required for any great artistic or athletic achievement. It's not just about talent, it's about showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it, even when setbacks abound, because the vision of mastery and impact outweighs all fleeting discomfort. And in adversity, this discipline is forged in steel. You learn to do what must be done, not what is easy. You develop the mental toughness to push through fatigue, doubt, and pain because your purpose demands it. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being relentlessly consistent, about showing up for yourself and your mission day in and day out, regardless of the external storm. This is the discipline that not only ensures survival through tough times, but also propels you to unparalleled heights when the sky is clear. From this heightened discipline springs action, not as a hurried reaction to chaos, but as a deliberate, strategic response born from clarity and purpose. In tough times, action becomes less about doing more and more about doing the right things with precision and conviction. The pressure cooker of adversity forces you to be resourceful, to innovate, to find unconventional solutions because the old ways often cease to work. This is where true ingenuity shines. Think of a startup founder facing impending bankruptcy. They don't just work harder, they work smarter, stripping away non-essentials, pivoting strategies, and making bold, decisive moves that would have seemed too risky in times of comfort. This intense period of forced action hones your decision-making, sharpens your execution, and develops an entrepreneurial spirit that views obstacles not as insurmountable barriers, but as invitations to create new pathways. Every challenge becomes a problem to be solved, every setback a prompt for a new approach. This action isn't frantic, it's focused, determined, and deeply effective, propelled by the urgent clarity that tough times provide. It builds momentum even when everything around you seems to be crumbling, proving that conscious, purposeful action is the ultimate antidote to despair. As you engage in this purposeful action, especially in the face of adversity, a profound sense of gratitude begins to emerge. This isn't the superficial gratitude for comforts and conveniences. This is a deeper, more resonant appreciation for the lessons learned, for the resilience discovered, for the simple fact of having survived and grown. When you face the abyss, the mundane joys of everyday life take on a profound significance. You become grateful for your breath, for your capacities, for the very opportunity to continue the fight. This gratitude isn't about denying the pain of struggle. It's about acknowledging the gifts hidden within it. It's recognizing that the very challenges that pushed you to your limits also revealed your true strength. This profound gratitude becomes a powerful internal fuel, replenishing your spirit and preventing burnout. It shifts your focus from what you lacked to what you possess, from what went wrong to what you learned. This perspective, forged in the fires of adversity, allows you to find joy even in the midst of the storm, transforming bitterness into wisdom and hardship into a profound appreciation for the depths of your own capacity. It's the quiet strength of knowing that you have faced the fire and emerged, not unscathed, but undeniably stronger and more appreciative of the preciousness of life itself. This deep-seated gratitude, combined with purpose-driven action and discipline, cultivates an incredible capacity for adaptability. Tough times are the ultimate disruption, forcing us to abandon old models, outdated assumptions, and rigid ways of thinking. Those who cling to the past, paralyzed by fear of change, are often swept away. But those who embrace adversity as a call to adapt, to innovate, to reinvent, are the ones who not only survive, but thrive. Your very survival through tough times teaches you the invaluable lesson that rigidity is fatal and flexibility is life. You learn to pivot, to adjust, to find new pathways when old ones are blocked. This isn't about sacrificing your core values or purpose. It's about finding new, more effective means to achieve them. Think of companies that have survived multiple economic downturns. Their secret wasn't avoiding crises, but adapting to them, transforming their operations, and innovating their offerings in response to changing realities. This adaptability isn't a weakness. It's a dynamic strength, a fluid responsiveness that ensures your ability to navigate any storm, continually finding new avenues for growth and contribution. It's the understanding that the river doesn't fight the rocks. It flows around them, finding new paths, constantly moving forward. From adaptability, resilience is born. Not the brittle resilience that simply endures, but the robust, generative resilience that learns and grows from every setback. Tough times are the ultimate test of your bounce-back ability. They reveal whether you are truly built for the long haul, whether your spirit is malleable enough to absorb blows and spring back stronger. When your purpose is deeply ingrained and your vision is clear, failure isn't a definitive end, but merely a temporary detour, an invaluable piece of feedback. Each misstep becomes a lesson, each challenge an opportunity to refine your approach, to deepen your understanding, to strengthen your resolve. Because you've cultivated a mindset of growth and contribution, you become less afraid of falling, knowing that every fall provides an opportunity to learn how to rise with greater wisdom and determination. It's the resilience of a scientist who, after countless failed experiments, persists with unwavering dedication, knowing that each failure brings them closer to a breakthrough. It's the resilience of an athlete who, after a devastating injury, commits to grueling rehabilitation, fueled by the vision of returning stronger than before. This deep-seated resilience is not about avoiding pain. It's about transforming it into fuel for further growth, further contribution. It's the recognition that true strength is not the absence of struggle, but the capacity to rise stronger, wiser, and more determined with every challenge encountered. This persistent resilience, born from facing and overcoming adversity, fuels an insatiable hunger for learning. Tough times are the greatest teachers. They present you with problems you've never encountered, forcing you to expand your knowledge, acquire new skills, and challenge your existing assumptions. The stakes are high, so the lessons are deeply ingrained. You learn not just from textbooks, but from lived experience, from the raw, unfiltered reality of struggle. This isn't learning for the sake of accumulation, but learning for the sake of application, for the sake of enhanced survival, and ultimately enhanced contribution. You seek out new information, new perspectives, new methodologies, not just to advance your own interests, but to better navigate the complexities of life and to solve the increasingly complex problems that tough times present. Think of a military strategist after a defeat. They don't simply lament their loss. They meticulously analyze every aspect, extracting every possible lesson to ensure future victory. This dedication to continuous learning, forged in the fires of adversity, is not a burden. It is a profound joy, an endlessly rewarding pursuit that enriches your life and expands your capacity for impact. The more you learn from your struggles, the more effectively you can give, the more wisely you can act, and the more profoundly you can shape your future. And as we arrive at the culmination of this profound understanding, consider the ultimate truth about tough times. They are not arbitrary acts of fate, but essential catalysts for your evolution. They are the universe's way of inviting you to transcend your current limitations, to shed outdated versions of yourself, and to step into the greater individual you are destined to become. Every challenge, every setback, every moment of despair is an opportunity, a demanding mentor pushing you beyond your comfort zone, stretching your capacities, and revealing depths of strength you never knew existed. This isn't a message of passive acceptance of hardship, but an empowering call to embrace it as a strategic partner in your growth. It's about recognizing that the discomfort is precisely where the growth resides. The pressure is where the diamond is formed. The storm is where the sailor learns true navigation. Your mindset, your belief, your clarity, your vision, your purpose, your discipline, your action, your gratitude, your adaptability, your resilience, your learning. All these vital elements are not merely refined during tough times. They are often birthed by them. They are the indelible marks of a spirit that refused to be broken, a will that refused to yield, a soul that chose to emerge not just intact, but undeniably stronger. So when the next challenge inevitably arrives, when the digital dawn gives way to a storm, do not shrink from it. Do not lament its presence. Instead, breathe deeply. Anchor yourself in the wisdom of those who came before you. Understand that this moment, however painful, is a pivotal chapter in your own heroic journey. It is a defining moment, an opportunity to demonstrate to yourself and to the world the true extent of your courage, your ingenuity, and your indomitable spirit. Step into the fire. Embrace the pressure. Let the tough times strip away what is weak, illuminate what is true, and forge within you the unshakable strength that will not only see you through this moment, but will propel you to heights you could never have dreamed of in comfort. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are the architect of your resilience, the master of your evolution. The truth about tough times is that they are not there to break you, but to make you. And in emerging stronger, you do not merely survive. You transcend, you lead, and you inspire. What will you allow your next challenge to forge within you? The power, the choice, and the potential to emerge stronger are unequivocally yours. And what is the ultimate harvest of this profound evolution, this relentless forging in the fires of adversity? It is the bedrock of self-trust, a quiet, unshakable conviction in your own capabilities that no external force can diminish. When you have faced your deepest fears, confronted your most daunting challenges, and emerged not unscathed but undeniably stronger and wiser, you develop an inner knowing that is more valuable than any external validation or material possession. The doubt that once plagued your decisions dissipates. The need for constant reassurance from others fades. You learn to rely on your own judgment, to trust your instincts, and to believe in your capacity to navigate whatever treacherous terrain lies ahead. This isn't arrogance. It's a profound self-reliance born from proven experience. Think of the countless entrepreneurs who faced rejection after rejection, who saw their savings dwindle, who were ridiculed for their seemingly impossible dreams. J.K. Rowling, whose manuscript for Harry Potter was rejected by a dozen publishers, faced not just professional setbacks, but personal hardship as a single mother. Yet she persevered. Her eventual triumph wasn't just about the book. It was a testament to her unyielding self-trust in her vision and her ability to tell a story that deserved to be heard. Every no, every closed door, every moment of despair became a brutal affirmation of her inner resolve. She learned to trust her own voice above the cacophony of doubt. This kind of self-trust is the purest form of freedom. It frees you from the tyranny of external opinions, from the paralyzing fear of failure, and from the debilitating need for approval. You become your own most reliable compass, your own most steadfast ally, confident in your ability to innovate, to adapt, and to lead yourself through any future storm. This is the ultimate gift of tough times, the profound discovery that the greatest strength you possess lies and always has within you. This cultivated self-trust unlocks a deeper wellspring of inner wisdom and intuition. When you are no longer swayed by the anxieties of external pressures, when your mind is not consumed by self-doubt, you gain access to a clearer channel of insight. Tough times in their raw intensity often strip away the superficial layers of conventional thinking, forcing you to tap into a more fundamental understanding of how the world truly operates and how you can most effectively navigate it. The lessons learned in the crucible are not merely intellectual, they are deeply experiential, becoming ingrained in your very being. You develop a keen intuition, a sixth sense for opportunities and dangers, born from having felt the direct consequences of both. This isn't mysticism, it's the profound accumulation of tacit knowledge, honed by direct experience and filtered through the clarity forged in adversity. Consider the intuitive genius of a seasoned investor who has navigated multiple market crashes. Their success isn't just about analytical models. It's often about a gut feeling, an instinct honed by years of triumphs and, more importantly, painful losses. They've seen the patterns, felt the shifts, and learned to trust an inner voice that transcends simple logic. This inner wisdom is your most potent secret weapon. It allows you to make decisions with greater conviction, to identify hidden pathways, and to discern truth from illusion, even in the most complex situations. Tough times, brutal as they are masters of stripping away the inessential, leaving behind only the pure gold of fundamental truth. When you emerge, you carry with you not just scars, but a deeper, more profound understanding of life's intricate workings, a wisdom that guides you with an almost preternatural certainty. This profound inner wisdom naturally informs strategic planning and forethought. The lessons etched into your soul by adversity are not meant to be left behind. They are meant to be integrated into the very fabric of your future decisions. Having walked through the valley of the shadow, you gain a unique perspective on potential pitfalls, a sharpened awareness of risk, and a heightened capacity to anticipate challenges before they fully materialize. Your plans become less about naive optimism and more about robust resilience. You learn to build contingencies, to diversify your approaches, and to prepare not just for success, but for inevitable setbacks. This isn't a pessimistic outlook. It's a highly intelligent, proactive approach to navigating an uncertain world. Think of military generals who study past battles, especially their defeats, with meticulous detail. They dissect every misstep, every tactical error, not to wallow in regret, but to ensure that those lessons are applied to future campaigns, making their strategies more resilient, their forces more prepared. Similarly, your personal tough times become your most valuable case studies. You learn to stress test your ideas, to evaluate risks with greater precision, and to build plans that are not just aspirational, but fundamentally robust and adaptable. This strategic forethought, forged in the fires of past hardship, transforms you from a reactive participant in life to a proactive architect of your destiny. You don't just hope for the best, you prepare for every eventuality, armed with the wisdom gleaned from having faced the worst. And in doing so, you dramatically increase your chances of sustained success, not by avoiding challenges, but by being exquisitely prepared to overcome them. The individual who has navigated significant adversity, who has emerged with self-trust, inner wisdom, and strategic foresight, naturally develops a magnetic personality and profound influence. There is an undeniable power, a quiet authority, in someone who has faced the depths of struggle and emerged stronger. They carry an authenticity, a depth of character, and a wellspring of empathy that simply cannot be faked or manufactured. People are drawn to genuine resilience, to the wisdom that comes from lived experience, to the quiet confidence of a soul tested by fire. Their words carry more weight, their presence commands more respect, not because they demand it, but because they have earned it through their trials. Consider Viktor Frankl, a man who survived the unspeakable horrors of concentration camps. His subsequent teachings on finding meaning in suffering resonated with millions, not just because of their intellectual brilliance, but because they came from a place of unimaginable personal experience. His wisdom was forged in the deepest abyss of human despair, giving his voice an unparalleled authority and magnetic influence. Similarly, your own journey through tough times, when embraced and transcended, becomes a powerful source of inspiration for others. You become a living testament to the human spirit's capacity for overcoming. You embody hope, resilience, and the possibility of growth, even in the darkest circumstances. This magnetic influence is not about charisma in the superficial sense. It's about the deep resonance of a soul that has truly wrestled with life's profound challenges and emerged with invaluable lessons. It allows you to lead, to inspire, and to uplift others, not through mere persuasion, but through the undeniable power of your own transformed being. This amplified influence, this magnetic personality, ultimately leads to a profound capacity for service and contribution. Having been forged in the crucible of tough times, having intimately experienced pain, struggle, and eventual triumph, you gain a unique empathy for the challenges others face. Your desire to contribute moves beyond abstract altruism. It becomes a deep, visceral need to alleviate suffering, to share your hard-won wisdom, and to light the path for those who are still navigating their own storms. You understand that your strength was not given to you for personal hoarding, but as a tool for the betterment of the collective. Think of philanthropists who dedicate their lives to solving problems they once personally experienced or witnessed firsthand. The generosity is not just financial. It's an outpouring of empathy, a strategic application of their own struggles to create solutions for others. This commitment to service becomes a core driver, a natural outflow of the strength and wisdom you've accumulated. Your contributions are no longer tentative or self-conscious. They are powerful, targeted, and deeply impactful, born from a place of authentic understanding. You become a beacon, a guide, a source of unwavering support for those facing their own trials, leveraging your hard-won lessons to help them navigate their challenges with greater clarity and resilience. This profound service, driven by personal experience of adversity, becomes the ultimate expression of your transformed self, creating a ripple effect of positive change that extends far beyond your immediate reach. It is the purest form of utilizing your strength, not just to survive, but to truly thrive and to help others do the same. And from this deep well of contribution and experience emerges mastery and expertise. Tough times often push you into uncomfortable territory, forcing you to learn new skills, to develop new competencies, and to become intimately familiar with domains you might have otherwise avoided. The problems you solve in adversity are often the most complex, the most demanding, and the most truly insightful. Through this intense period of forced learning and relentless problem solving, you gain a level of practical expertise, a nuanced understanding, and a refined skill set that simply cannot be acquired in times of ease. You become a master of navigating chaos, a specialist in overcoming the seemingly insurmountable, an expert in turning breakdowns into breakthroughs. Consider a doctor who has treated rare and complex diseases. Their expertise is not just theoretical. It's forged in the white-hot crucible of life or death situations, in the relentless pursuit of solutions where none seem to exist. Similarly, your unique mastery is born from the specific battles you have fought and won. This expertise isn't just about what you know. It's about what you have lived, what you have conquered. It sets you apart, making you uniquely qualified to lead, to innovate, and to contribute in ways that others who have not walked your path simply cannot. This mastery is a profound form of personal wealth, an invaluable asset that empowers you to create immense value, not just for yourself, but for the world. It is the ultimate proof that the toughest teachers often yield the most profound lessons, transforming you into an undeniable authority in the very areas where you once struggled most. This mastery, this inner wisdom, and this profound self-trust ultimately grant you true freedom, not just freedom from external constraints, but a deeper, more fundamental freedom within yourself. You are no longer held captive by fear of the unknown, by anxiety about potential failures, or by the need for external validation. Having faced the worst and emerged stronger, you realize that true security lies not in the absence of challenges, but in your unshakable capacity to meet them. You are liberated from the tyranny of circumstance, empowered to choose your response, and confident in your ability to chart your own course, regardless of the storms that may rage outside. This is the freedom that allows you to pursue your deepest purpose without compromise, to take bold risks without paralyzing fear, and to live a life of authentic self-expression, unburdened by the expectations of others or the ghosts of past failures. Think of Nelson Mandela, who emerged from decades of unjust imprisonment, not bitter, but profoundly free in spirit, capable of leading his nation to reconciliation. His physical confinement had stripped away everything but his core integrity and his unwavering purpose, leaving him with an inner freedom that no jail cell could ever contain. Similarly, your own toughest times, by forcing you to confront your deepest vulnerabilities, ironically liberate you. They show you what you are truly made of, what you can endure, and what genuinely matters. This freedom is not given. It is earned, forged in the crucible of your most profound challenges. It is the ultimate, most precious reward for those who dare to lean into the pain, to learn the lessons, and to emerge not just stronger, but truly, undeniably, profoundly free. And this freedom is not just for you. It is the light that illuminates the path for others, empowering them to seek their own liberation from fear and limitation. So, let us conclude not with a fear of the storm, but with a profound reverence for its transformative power. The digital dawn, with all its fleeting comforts, cannot and will not prepare you for the true tests of life. But your past struggles, your present challenges, and the inevitable adversities yet to come are not enemies to be avoided. They are indispensable allies, relentless mentors, and the very forge in which your strongest, most resilient, most impactful self is being hammered into existence. Do not ask for an easier life. Ask to be a stronger person. Do not pray for fewer problems. Pray for more skills. For in the heart of every crucible lies not just pain, but the unparalleled opportunity for profound, irreversible growth. The truth about tough times is that they are the universe's ultimate curriculum, designed to strip away the inessential, clarify your purpose, and reveal the indomitable power that lies within you. They are the proving ground of greatness, the silent architects of character, and the unavoidable pathway to becoming the powerful, resilient, and influential individual you are destined to be. Embrace the struggle. Lean into the discomfort. Welcome the challenge. For it is precisely in those moments when you feel you can go no further that your true strength is revealed, your deepest wisdom is etched, and your most profound evolution begins. You are not defined by what happens to you, but by how you respond. You are not broken by the fire, you are refined by it. Go forth, not fearing the darkness, but understanding that within it lies the brightest dawn of your own indomitable spirit. Emerge stronger, emerge wiser, emerge unapologetically as the true master of your destiny. The journey is yours, the strength is within you. The time for your ultimate emergence is now. And in this profound act of emergence, having faced the fire and embraced the forge, a new, unshakable truth settles within you, the power of unconditional self-acceptance. Before the crucible, we often live striving for an external ideal, comparing ourselves to others, measuring our worth by fleeting metrics of success or approval. But tough times strip away these superficial layers, revealing the raw, authentic core of who you are. You learn to accept your imperfections, acknowledge your vulnerabilities, and embrace your scars, not as symbols of weakness, but as badges of courage, as proof of your enduring spirit. This acceptance isn't resignation, it's a profound liberation. It frees you from the exhausting pursuit of perfection and allows you to stand fully in your truth, confident in the unique, battle-tested individual you have become. Think of an ancient tree that has withstood countless storms. Its branches may be gnarled, its bark scarred, but these very marks tell a story of resilience, of deep roots and unwavering strength. It doesn't wish to be a sapling. It stands tall and proud, embodying its full, matured presence. Similarly, your journey through adversity imprints upon you a unique wisdom, a lived experience that no smooth path could ever provide. You learn to accept your past, understanding that every misstep, every struggle was an integral part of your becoming. This unconditional self-acceptance is the ultimate foundation for genuine confidence, allowing you to move forward with authenticity and power, no longer driven by the need to prove yourself, but by the desire to express the transformed, resilient self you truly are. This deep self-acceptance naturally extends outward, cultivating a profound sense of genuine compassion for others. When you have intimately experienced struggle, when you understand the depths of pain and the arduous path of overcoming, your empathy transcends mere intellectual understanding. It becomes visceral. You see the hidden battles others are fighting, recognize their unseen scars, and approach their struggles not with judgment, but with an authentic desire to support and uplift. This compassion is not born of pity, but of shared humanity, forged in the fires that tested your own spirit. You become a source of strength for others, a beacon of hope, because you have walked in similar shadows and emerged into the light. Consider someone who has battled and overcome a serious illness. Their compassion for others facing similar health crises is profound and immediate. They don't just offer sympathy, they offer understanding, guidance, and a living testament to resilience. Similarly, your own journey through tough times equips you with a unique capacity to connect with and genuinely assist those who are navigating their own crucible. This genuine compassion transforms your interactions, making you a more effective leader, a more supportive friend, and a more impactful contributor to the world. It's the ultimate expression of strength refined by hardship, the power to turn your own pain into a pathway for healing and empowerment for others. Furthermore, having emerged stronger, you develop an acute awareness of the preciousness of time and opportunity. When life's fragility has been laid bare, when you've confronted the possibility of loss or the weight of stagnation, you gain an invaluable perspective on the finite nature of your moments. There's no longer room for procrastination, for waiting for the perfect time, or for squandering your potential on trivial pursuits. Every day becomes an invaluable canvas for conscious action, every challenge an urgent invitation to grow, and every opportunity a sacred chance to make an impact. This isn't about frantic urgency. It's about a deep, purposeful intentionality, a profound appreciation for the gift of existence itself. Think of individuals who have experienced near-death encounters. They often emerge with a renewed vigor for life, a fierce determination to pursue their dreams, and a profound appreciation for every sunrise. Their experience of life's precariousness paradoxically liberates them, imbuing their actions with a clarity and resolve that was absent before. Similarly, your own tough times, in their stark reality, etch this truth onto your soul. You learn to seize the day not out of desperation, but out of a deep-seated reverence for life's fleeting beauty and immense potential. This understanding ensures that the strength you've gained is not left dormant, but actively invested in building the life and legacy you are truly capable of creating, maximizing every precious moment. Finally, the ultimate reward of navigating tough times and emerging stronger is the profound cultivation of authentic joy. This isn't the fleeting happiness derived from external pleasures or the temporary high of success, but a deep, abiding contentment that resides within, independent of circumstance. When you face the worst, when you've built resilience from ruin and found purpose in pain, the simple act of breathing, of striving, of contributing becomes a source of profound satisfaction. You learn to find beauty in the struggle, meaning in the challenge, and triumph in every step forward, no matter how small. This joy is unassailable, for it is born not from the absence of problems, but from the unwavering knowledge of your own capacity to overcome them. Consider the joy expressed by Olympic athletes after completing an arduous race, not just for the medal, but for the sheer triumph over their own limits, for the grueling training endured, for the belief in their own strength. That joy is authentic, hard-won, and deeply fulfilling. Similarly, your journey through tough times, with its inevitable pain and profound lessons, culminates in a joy that is deeper, more resilient, and far more meaningful than any comfort could ever provide. It is the joy of knowing your true strength, the peace of living with unwavering purpose, and the profound satisfaction of having built a life not around avoiding challenge, but around conquering it, one courageous step at a time. This authentic joy is the ultimate testament to the transformative power of adversity, proving that the deepest wellsprings of happiness are found not in ease, but in the triumphant mastery of life's most formidable challenges. So, let this be your ultimate understanding. Tough times are not aberrations, they are accelerants. They are not punishments, they are profound permissions, permission to grow, to evolve, to discover the limitless depths of your own potential. The challenges you face, the pain you endure, the moments of despair you overcome are not merely chapters in your story. They are the very forge of your character, the crucible of your strength, the silent architects of your most profound triumphs. You are not meant for an easy existence. You are designed for greatness. And greatness is always forged in fire. Embrace the lessons, absorb the strength. Let the tough times Strip away everything that is not essential, leaving behind only the pure, unadulterated power of who you truly are. Your scars are not signs of weakness. They are maps to your wisdom, testaments to your resilience, and beacons of hope for those who follow. The path ahead may not be smooth, but you are now equipped with an inner fortitude that can navigate any terrain. Step forward with unwavering self-acceptance, boundless compassion, and a fierce appreciation for every precious moment. For in the heart of every challenge lies not just the possibility of survival, but the undeniable promise of an even stronger, wiser, and more authentically joyful you. This is the truth about tough times. This is how you emerge. This is your moment to transcend. The narrative of human existence is not one of seamless progression, but a dynamic interplay of light and shadow, of triumph born from trial. We've explored the profound ways in which adversity, tough times, molds the very fabric of our being, sharpening our minds, fortifying our spirits, and ultimately leading us to a state of mastery over self and circumstance. This isn't a passive outcome. It's an active cultivation, a conscious choice to leverage every challenge as a stepping stone to unparalleled personal power. This mastery manifests first as an extraordinary ability to manage emotions under pressure. Before the crucible, our emotional responses might have been reactive, prone to panic or despair when confronted with stress. But having navigated deep waters, you gain an intimate understanding of your own internal landscape. You learn to observe fear without being consumed by it, to acknowledge frustration without letting it dictate your actions, and to transmute anxiety into focused energy. This isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about channeling them, transforming raw feeling into fuel for purposeful action. Think of a seasoned surgeon performing a complex operation amidst high stakes. Their hands are steady, their mind clear, not because they feel no pressure, but because they have mastered their emotional responses, allowing precision to triumph over panic. This emotional mastery, honed in moments of crisis, is an invaluable asset, granting you a calm center even when the world around you is in turmoil, and enabling you to make sound decisions when others are paralyzed by chaos. This heightened emotional intelligence feeds directly into an amplified capacity for decisive action and calculated risk-taking. When your fear of failure has been tempered by direct experience of overcoming, when your self-trust is solidified by past victories over adversity, the notion of risk transforms. It's no longer a terrifying leap into the unknown, but a calculated step towards a desired outcome, informed by lessons learned and an unwavering belief in your capacity to adapt. You understand that stagnation is a far greater risk than bold movement. Tough times force you out of comfort zones, compel you to experiment, and train you to make rapid, impactful decisions, even with incomplete information. This doesn't mean recklessness. It means clarity under duress, a quiet confidence born from having faced consequences and emerged resilient. Think of a successful investor who makes counterintuitive moves during a market downturn. Their courage isn't a gamble, but a strategic decision, rooted in deep market understanding and a fearless acceptance of temporary volatility, knowing that the long game favors the bold. This decisive action, born from a refined understanding of risk, is the hallmark of those who not only survive tough times, but actively leverage them to create new opportunities. Moreover, having conquered your internal and external battles, you develop an intrinsic appreciation for simplicity and focus. The complex, often superficial demands of an easy life tend to obscure what truly matters. But tough times, in their brutal efficiency, strip away the non-essential. You learn to discern signal from noise, to eliminate distractions, and to concentrate your precious energy on the core actions and relationships that truly drive progress and fulfillment. This isn't about minimalism for its own sake, but about strategic clarity, recognizing that true power lies in concentrated effort. When every resource is scarce, you learn the art of ruthless prioritization. When every moment counts, you eliminate wasted time. This focus, sharpened by adversity, becomes a laser beam cutting through confusion and propelling you directly towards your most significant goals. Think of a startup struggling to survive. They focus intensely on their core product, their most vital customers, and their most efficient processes, shedding all unnecessary overhead. This forced simplicity, born of necessity, often becomes their greatest strength, allowing them to innovate faster and execute more effectively than larger, more complex organizations. This profound simplicity and focus, coupled with all the preceding principles, ultimately culminates in a state of true inner prosperity. This isn't merely about financial wealth, though that may be a natural byproduct. It's about a richness of spirit, a boundless reserve of contentment and resilience that is independent of external circumstances. You've learned that true security doesn't come from what you possess, but from who you are, being capable of weathering any storm, of finding meaning in any struggle, and of continually evolving towards a higher version of yourself. The fear of loss dissipates, replaced by the profound understanding that your most valuable assets are internal: your character, your wisdom, your resilience, and your unwavering spirit. This inner prosperity radiates outward, attracting not just opportunities, but aligned relationships, profound experiences, and a life lived with authentic joy and purpose. Consider the quiet dignity of individuals who have lost everything material, yet maintain an unbroken spirit and an enduring sense of hope. Their prosperity is internal, a testament to their mastery over circumstance. Similarly, your journey through tough times etches this truth onto your soul. You discover that the greatest wealth is an indomitable spirit, the most profound security is self-reliance, and the deepest joy is the unwavering knowledge of your own capacity to overcome and thrive, regardless of what external forces may bring. This is the ultimate gift of adversity. It transforms you into an unbreakable force, a source of light that shines brightest in the deepest darkness, an embodiment of the limitless potential of the human spirit. So, let the echoes of these truths resonate deeply within you. Understand that the tough times you have faced and the ones yet to come are not curses, but profound blessings in disguise. They are the rigorous training sessions for the masterpiece you are becoming, the essential elements in the alchemy of your greatest self. Do not shy from the challenge. Do not resent the struggle. Instead, lean into it with courage, knowing that within its very heart lies the raw material for your most significant triumphs. Your journey is a testament to the power of human spirit. Your story is being written not in the comfort of ease, but in the crucible of adversity. Embrace the process, trust the forge, and rise not just having survived, but having transformed, a beacon of strength, a reservoir of wisdom, and a living testament to the undeniable truth that the toughest times are simply life's most profound opportunities to emerge, irrevocably, gloriously stronger. The evolution is ongoing. The mastery is within your grasp. The time for your ultimate emergence is now. The profound journey through adversity, which we have meticulously explored, culminates not just in personal triumph, but in a unique capacity for legacy building. Those who have truly faced the depths of tough times and consciously chosen to emerge stronger carry an indelible mark of wisdom, a resilience, and a clarity of purpose that compels them to leave behind something greater than themselves. This isn't merely about financial inheritance. It's about the enduring impact of your transformed character, your hard-won insights, and the pathways you forge for others. Your struggles become the very foundation upon which you build a life of profound meaning and lasting influence. Consider the architects of enduring institutions, the founders of movements that shape generations, or the creators of art that transcends time. Their contributions were rarely born from effortless comfort. They were often forged in the fires of personal struggle, rejection, or societal challenge. Their vision was sharpened by adversity, their purpose clarified by pain, and their resolve hardened by setbacks. They understood that the most meaningful work is often the hardest, requiring a level of commitment and sacrifice that only those who have truly known hardship can summon. Your own journey through tough times imbues you with this very same capacity. It gives you a perspective that is rare, a depth of understanding that is profound, and a drive to contribute that is unshakable. You become compelled to create something that outlives you, something that continues to serve, to inspire, and to uplift long after you are gone. This is the ultimate expression of strength derived from adversity. Not merely surviving, but transforming your survival into a catalyst for a lasting positive mark on the world. This focus on legacy is intrinsically linked to a profound sense of interconnectedness. When you have navigated the turbulent waters of personal challenge, you gain a visceral understanding of how intertwined human experiences truly are. You realize that your struggles are not isolated incidents, but part of a larger human tapestry, and that your triumphs, when leveraged for the greater good, can create ripples of positive change far beyond your immediate sphere. This realization shatters the illusion of individual isolation, fostering a deep empathy that compels you to connect, to collaborate, and to contribute to the collective well-being. Think of how communities often rally and unify in the aftermath of a natural disaster. The shared hardship strips away superficial divisions, revealing a profound sense of human connection and a collective drive to rebuild and support one another. Similarly, your personal challenges, by revealing your own vulnerability and resilience, deepen your capacity to connect authentically with others. You understand that true prosperity is not an individual accumulation, but a shared experience, a flowing river of contribution that benefits all. This sense of interconnectedness transforms your ambition. It moves beyond mere self-interest, becoming a powerful force for collective upliftment, where your personal growth becomes a vital component of a thriving, resilient world. This is the final, most expansive lesson of tough times. They show you that your ultimate strength is realized not in solitary conquest, but in harmonious contribution to the grand tapestry of human endeavor. So, as we bring this exploration to its close, let the profound truths we have uncovered solidify within you. The tough times in their raw, unyielding nature are not a testament to a cruel fate, but a divine curriculum designed for your ultimate unfolding. They are the forge of your character, the sharpening stone for your wisdom, and the relentless pressure that shapes you into a diamond. Every scar you carry tells a story not of defeat, but of a battle bravely fought, a lesson deeply learned and a strength undeniably gained. You are no longer the person who entered the crucible. You are refined, resilient, and irrevocably stronger. Your perspective is clearer, your purpose more profound, and your capacity for impact limitless. Do not merely survive the next storm. Embrace it as a sacred opportunity for deeper growth, for greater self-mastery, and for the conscious creation of a legacy that resonates through time. The world does not need more individuals who have avoided struggle. It desperately needs those who have faced it, conquered it, and emerged as beacons of hope, living testaments to the indomitable power of the human spirit. Your unique journey through adversity has prepared you for a purpose far grander than you can yet imagine. It has equipped you with the empathy to connect, the wisdom to guide, and the resilience to lead. Go forth, then, not just to endure, but to embody the transformative power of tough times. Let your life be a living monument to the principle that greatness is not born in comfort, but forged in fire. Stand tall. Radiate your hard-won strength and contribute your unique, battle-tested wisdom to a world hungering for authentic leadership and unwavering hope. Your evolution is complete, and your legacy awaits. The time for your ultimate, impactful emergence is now.